everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerator, the greatest one, the superior one, and here at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And every day for 100 days, we're dealing with a different deck every day. Today is the finale of Troll Week, and we're playing Ultimate Super Duper Mind Games 2022 edition. We got ourselves a deck. This deck is so convoluted, so ridiculous. My opponents have no idea what to do. They have the fear in their eyes. They're crapping their pants, crying for the mothers, and it's amazing. So we're going to play this deck today in good old EVERY Pro. So let's go ahead into the deck list really quick. I'm going to show you the amazing cards we're playing today, and we'll get right into the duels. So for our main deck, we're playing one of each of the Exodia pieces, except the head. We're not playing the head today. Don't need the head today. We got one copy of Malefic Truth Dragon, one Malefic Paradigm Dragon, one Ada's Pendulum Dragon, one Jinzo, one Goddess of Sweet Revenge. We have Predaplant Hydra. I'm just going to call him Hydra. We have one Hinazumi Hanabi. We have the Fallen of Albaz at 1. We have Chaos Grepher, our boss monster. We have two Honest, two Dark Honest, not in that order. We have one Boy Cotton, two Propitious Warrior Ladies, one Hayabusa Knight, two copies of Pump Princess, the Princess of Ghosts, three Electric Snake, one Dice Jar, one Ghost Reaper Winter Cherry, one Piranha Army, one Bacon Saver, one Calculator, one Karibo. We have Harpy's Feather Duster, Uradora of Fate, Creature Swap, Rank Up Magic the 7th one, Card Destruction, Gift Exchange, Monster Reborn, Super Hippo Carnival, Flute of Summoning Karibo, we have Multiply, Super Poly, we have Set Rotation, Monarch Stormforth, Detonate, Closed Forest, Dual Tower Alcatraz, one DD Dynamite, two copies of Waking the Dragon, one Switcheroo, one Predaplanning, two Dimension Walls, one Rebirth Judgment, one DNA Transplant, one DNA Surgery, and a copy of Barrel Behind the Door. As for our extra deck, we have one Masquerade, one Proxy Dragon, one Agave Dragon. We have number 104 Masquerade and his Chaos counterpart, one Malefic Paradox Dragon, two Natis, one Last War from the Other Planet, one Albion the Banded Dragon, one Destiny Here Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. We have one Lubellion the Searing Dragon, one Mirror Jade Iced Blade Dragon, one Red Eyes Dragoon, and Predaplant Tricovertum. So, that's the deck. Let's go into the duels, and one last time, troll people! Alright, here are our first opponent. And this deck, we go first, we go second. Let's go ahead and go first, just to see what we get into. Interesting. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Gift exchange. We're going to give this guy a card, so what we're going to go ahead and do is, where is it? Give this guy our copy of Card Destruction. I've got a plan. You see, we have Electric Snake, one of the best draw cards in the game. This card, if it's discarded by an opponent, it lets us draw two cards. It's pretty nice. And we got three of them, too. And, you know, Gift Exchange, he's got to give me one of his cards. That denies him a resource. He doesn't know that, though. He don't know. So, we'll see what this guy does. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. We end our turn. Oh, Super Poly. I can use that. I got some targets for Super Poly. That's pretty nice. Granted, we're hoping he hits us with that Card Destruction. That's the plan, anyway. We'll see how we go. We'll see if he's picking up what we're putting down here. Drops us off that our Card Destruction. That's what we want. Part of the Extravagant. I see. Starting off with Pot of Extravagance. Okay, so he wants other things. That's alright. You know, the minute he plays that Card Destruction, we're golden. We are golden indeed. And he's setting a bunch of cards. I see. I don't know. Oh, it's Pacifist. I see. Good old Pacifist. So, how does this work again? Monster, if you see, once return normal special summon one normally, get a token. Opponent activates a card, you have no token. Alrighty, so now he's gonna hit us with the Card Destruction, just as we had hoped. Because now all three copies of Electric Snake are gonna go off at the same time. So I get to draw 6 whole cards, haha! Ooh, Oh ho ho. That is an interesting one right there. Hayabusa Knight and the Uradora of Fate. Unfortunately, his monsters are going to be rather big. Hayabusa Knight, he's a very nice monster. He can attack twice per turn. And we have the Uradora of Fate. This is one of our strongest cards. Basically, how this card works is that you pay 1,000, target a monster, gains 1,000. If he destroys a monster by battle, I can reveal the bottom card of my deck, put it on top or bottom, and if it happens to be a dragon or a sea serpent or a bunch of other things, and I'll go ahead and take the damage. I don't need to use Bacon Saver at the moment. Yeah, basically, if I reveal a dragon, like my Malefic Dragon, then I get tons of life points and tons of draw power. And let's see here. Well, we got the Karibo. We have many things. But this guy's playing Pacifist, and I say we go for the Monarch Stormforth. I'm going to Monarch Stormforth and be like, hey, Jinzo! Hey, all your trap cards do nothing! Also, I have a trap card too. We got to Awaken the Dragon. A lot of spell trap removal. This helps me get around it. So let's go ahead and attack this dude. This guy's going to be in a bit of trouble now that I got my boy Jinzo on the board. There you go. All I'm really hoping, if I could just get like Creature Swap would be really nice. Because if I get the Creature Swap, I could give my opponent some stuff, deal some damage. So I gotta discard 3. Oh, that's a tricky one. I like all these cards. But I can get rid of Super Poly since he gave me one, so that's always good. See, he thought giving me Super Poly would not affect, but in fact, it helps me more than he would imagine. So my opponent's in a very bad spot for himself, you know. I've got myself a Super Poly. He's got the part of the Extravagant. But without Pacifics are like mostly traps. They do have some spells with like the equip spells and things, but that's most of what they do. That's most of it. Waking the Dragon. You fool! Waking the Dragon goes off. I can summon anything that I desire. Oh, so many options. So many. Gosh darn options. I could go for the Ice Blade Dragon. I could go for Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. I could go for I could go for an Exodia piece. Oh, so many gosh darn options. I am spoiled for choice right now. So bad. Agave Dragon. He has the most attack. I mean, yeah, he'll get himself a token. I really don't care too much. He is all good. He can have his little token. I don't care too much. Even if he gets a token, I am in the good. I'm in the good, in the hood. He'll get himself a spell. I really don't care. Without his traps, this guy can't do anything. All of his traps are negated. That's just how it is. And I got Agave Dragon. Normally you make this dude late game. Use his burn effect along with our trap card, the Rebirth Judgment. Turn everything in your grave into a dragon. Yeah. What's a dragon? Yeah. Turn everything into a dragon. Everything gets lots of attacks. Dark Hole. Alrighty. Well. Shit. Okay. Oh, Skill Drain. You recently went to 3, my dude. Alrighty. Well, opponent activates card effect. Let's see. Ooh, we do have Piranha Army, though. That is an interesting one. Let's go for Piranha Army. This guy does double damage when attacking directly. Its effect most people don't remember is a thing, but it is a thing. So I can attack this dude directly. Sea Stealth attack. Okay. That is treated as Umi. But you don't have anything. So I don't know why you did this. You'll take double damage. Alrighty. That'll do that. Let's go ahead and set the flute. Set multiply. We'll save those for later. And we'll end our turn. And the nice thing we got right now, we've got Dark Grepher. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Basically, this guy is both a light and a dark monster. And how this helps us is that we can use regular Honest and other Honest at the same time. If only he had a monster. I could use Hayabusa and draw so many cards. tricky. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep attacking this dude. I don't need to, like, overcomplicate the cards. We'll go for battle phase and run him over. Piranha Army, unstoppable. Pretty darn unstoppable. He has his floodgates, but I have Chaos Grepper. Is just so much better. Alrighty, so that'll do some good damage. He's only got 700 life, but we're pretty set. I've got Multiply, I've got Flute. I've already used Agave Dragon, but, you know, I had to go for Agave Dragon. It was such the obvious choice. And, you know, we got Switcheroo. If he summons something, which, you know, his deck isn't about swarming or anything, but I can swap his monsters with mine. I like my monsters, but his do have a little more attack points. So, you know, I might do that. Man, this guy's got all the pots in the world. Which is a little ironic, because, you know, there's like water-themed. I mean, none of these are octopus, so there ain't no octopus going into nothing there. Quaking Mirror Force. Alright, Battle Trap. I can deal with a Battle Trap. That's not a big deal. I can just put one of these in defense mode, and I'll be fine. Alright, so he's going to have himself a couple of those. All I need to do is not activate an effect, and I'll be good, because then that'll stop him from using Pacifist. He's clearly just focusing on Pacifist summoning things, so I'm good. Ooh, Monster Reborn. That is pretty good! Monster Reborn! Jinzo, my boy, come back! I need you to do things. Thank you. Yeah, no more traps for you. You know, he'll get himself another token. But that's fine. So he'll get one of his Phantasm spirals. I don't care. I don't give a shite about your little equipped spells. That ain't gonna save you when the time comes. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go for the Uradora of Fate. We'll go Chaos Grepper. Give him some more attack points. You know, this is gonna be game, but I might as well show this off. You know, maybe there'll be a dragon on the bottom of our deck, and we can, like, gain a few attack. You know, we got 3 dragons in the deck. So that's a thing we can do. And, oh wait, no, he didn't have enough life. He didn't even have enough life for me to do this combo. Unfortunate. My opponent was too weak. Too weak for our deck. But, you know, that happens sometimes. You know, my opponents, they have no idea what to do against this deck. We have so many outs to so many different things. So, this happens a lot. You know, your opponent's just not strong enough for you. So, there's our first win. Let's go for duel number 2. Show off more of the things this deck can do. And have ourselves a good time doing it. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and break some people's legs. I got a good feeling about this hand. It's going to be a nut. What? What? I didn't put you in here. How did you get in the deck? I specifically took you out because this happened too many times last year. Why is this here? Okay, Exodia has somehow snuck his way into my deck. I don't know how it did this, but it did. So, I guess it counts as it's trolling, but I'm a little weirded out that this is in my deck. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down somewhere else for a minute, and then we're gonna go over to the next duel. Alrighty, having sat down and reevaluated my life choices, we're into the next duel. And we got to go first. Let's go second this time. See what we got to going. Well, I do have Hayabusa and the Uradora this time, so that's nice. What is this? Trance Archfiend. Interesting. Alrighty. Ooh. Electric Snake will be good for later. Let's go ahead. Hayabusa Knight. And we're going to activate the Uradora of Fate. The only sad thing is he only has 1 monster. Usually this is better when your opponent has 2 monsters. Because I can attack twice with the Hayabusa Knight. It's very nice. And thanks to Uradora, we reveal the bottom card. Oh, baby! And I can put that on the top or bottom. We'll put it on top. He's done his job. He doesn't have any more monsters, so this will be good. We get to draw 5 and draw 5,000 life points. It's pretty nutty. And yes, the only life point that matters is the last one. But you gotta remember that your opponent is gonna be demoralized a little bit. Otherwise, they're just gonna, like, run you over. So we'll set Switcheroo. And let's activate set rotation. I give both players a field. We want to give ourselves Alcatraz, and we'll give him Closed Forest. This is really here if my opponent cares about their field spells. It's very nice. And I got myself my Alcatraz Tower. Basically what this does is I can reveal a big monster in the deck like Truth Dragon or whoever. And I don't want to use that effect to nuke my board, so I'm not going to do that. And... sorry, Electric Snake, but I need other things. I got some pretty good stuff. Boycott and works really well with Creature Swap. I've got Malefic Truth Dragon. And, you know what? I'm going to activate Switcheroo. Because I don't trust whatever this thing is. I don't trust you too much. What is this? Aha! Pachycephalo! Trying to mess with me, my friend. Well, that's not going to work. I'm a bit too big brain for you. Little bit too big brain for you, laddie. Alrighty, so let me think about this. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Special summon Paradigm Dragon. Hacha. He'll immediately get destroyed, but that means I can summon my Truth Dragon. I take half my life points to do it, but this is bigger. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is, let's see, I can normal summon a monster. Let's go for Pump Prison. Boycott has this interesting effect where if how do you pronounce this? Basically, the opposite player takes that image. So if my opponent rammed into this with like a 0 attack monster, I would take the damage. Excuse me, I'm trying to explain card games here. Alright. Unfortunate. I was about to explain card games. I was also going to bring out my Odd-Eyes Dragon and run this guy over, so that's the win. But basically how this card works is, you give it to your opponent, you ram into it with something small, they take the damage, and then Boycott goes back to your hand. It's nice for getting around annoying things, but my opponent was just too baby small to deal with it. So, let's go for one more duel. We've shot off, we're getting some duels here. We're just kicking butts. That's what this deck does. Kicks butts, takes names. So let's go for one more duel and call it a day. Alright, here, our fourth and final opponent of the day. Not a great hand, but it's got potential. We'll go for Chaos Griffer, and we'll set a card and we'll pass. We'll keep it nice and simple here. So we got ourselves a nice hand. I got Super Poly and the Fallen of Albaz, so I have options for Super Polying quite a few things. My opponent seems to not have... Ooh, there we go. This is why we keep doing this deck for Troll Week. It always surprises you. Rank up Magic, the 7th one. Hell yeah. I can make big old Masquerade Boy. This guy's really cool. He pops spell traps, but obviously we're not going to do that. We're just going to attack. You know what? We'll just attack with one monster for now. I can be lenient. My opponent, he's having some hand trouble. You know what? He's only got 6 cards in his extra deck. We'll let him have a chance to stand on his 2 feet. You know, that's even trollier than just destroying him. Make him think he has a chance. Alright, Zambos. Interesting. He's playing some version of zombies. Okay. Yep. I gotta say, folks, I'm a little sad right now. You know why I'm sad? Because Troll Week's ending. It ends today. It's a sad thing. Every year it comes, and every year I'm like, hey, I want to play the Troll deck, and then it's like, it's time for it to end. But you know what? We're going to troll people one last time. Let me think here. No, that's like a fire monster. I'm just going to attack this thing. I'm going to attack the Jackable Land. Even if he uses its effect, he's going to be dead ski. Because basically what this does is, my opponent uses a monster effect, I can detach a material, negate a monster effect, and halve my opponent's life points. He will have very few life points indeed. Alright, but we're pretty set here. You know, he does have the Mizuki, but I'm not really worried about Mizuki. I'm more worried about Unizombie, things like that. That's the thing you got to worry about. Alright, another Mizuki in the grave. Interesting indeed. He just doesn't seem to have... Ooh, Dice Jar. I think we can give our opponent a turn while we play with Dice Jar. It's all good. You know what? I'm not even going to attack him directly. I don't need to. Dice Jar is going to win the duel for us. That's how I want the troll week to end, is I want this thing to do 6,000 damage. That's how this season's gonna end here. That's how this season of Troll Week is gonna end, with Dice Jar doing burn damage. That's what I want to see. So my opponent's got to the double Mizuki. That's pretty good. I mean, he can guarantee at least one Mizuki. At least one, but my opponent, he's very reluctant. That's great. Why are you not activating? Oh yeah, it's got to be on his field, so I can't actually negate the Mizukis, but he doesn't know that. Okay, go Dice Jar, do the thing. Come on, baby, do it. Do it, baby. Do your Dice Jar. Okay, come on. Come on, doubles. Okay. Well, he tried. He tried really hard. That's 1,500 damage. Better than nothing. So boom, boom. Smack him with the face with a Dice Jar. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. See, his Jack of Land normally can just bounce itself multiple times, but he can't thanks to Masquerade. He just can't. You know, he's got the Mizuki. That's pretty nice. He's got yet another Mizuki. He's got all the Mizukis in the world. What can I say? So, my opponent, you know, he's just not getting started. This is the problem with zombies. If you don't start with Unizombie, you just can't do anything. You're just left floundering around without your Unizombie. And even if he had Unizombie. Alright, you know what? It's okay. I'll negate things that are dangerous to me. But you know what? If he wants to make Unizombie, go ahead. I can be magnanimous. Okay? I haven't murdered anybody today, other than the 3 previous opponents and, maybe 1 or 2 other people. But you know what? It's fine. Let's let him think he's safe. We'll let him think that he's going to survive this turn. I mean, it doesn't matter what he does. I got Monster Born. I got Super... I got so many things. So many things. Ooh, he's playing Skull. So I'm glad I let him do things. We're going to get to see some cool stuff. I love it when people do cool stuff, especially with Skull Servants. That's one of my favorite bunch. That is one of my favorite bunch of dudes. Alrighty, so he's going to do the Skull Servant thing. Send White Prince, send a couple more monsters. He will have the ability... I mean, he doesn't have enough setup to do, like, big Skull Servant King. But he does have enough to at least get started. Alright, get to discard a card. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Oh, he has a Skull Servant in his hand. Okay. Actually, he had 2 in his hand. My goodness, this guy must have bricked or something. Okay, but it's all good. You know what? I don't even have to negate his effects. Or use Honest. I can just use Dimension Wall to kill this guy. You know? Like, right now, he has the King of Skull Servants. It's going to be 3,000 to 4,000 points. And that's pretty good, but Dimension Wall doesn't affect him. Therefore, Lady in White doesn't actually protect him at all. So, 5... Okay, no. Synchro Summon. Beals! I should have known. Alright. Beals the Diabolic Dragon. That is a dragon indeed. But, does this dragon have any protection against stabbing itself in the back? Alright, King of Skull Servants. Okay, sure, why not? It's fine. I don't want him to know I have things yet. I want him to make him think that we have a weakness here that he can exploit. He has no such things. Alrighty, so my opponent did not attack me. I am very tempted to do absolutely nothing. I'm good. I'm good. Listen, I've got Super Poly. I've got so many good cards. Poly, Dark Honest. I've got Warrior Honest. I got Fallen of Albet. I got so many things. I am not worried about this at all. I don't care. He can make some play. Go out, get this up to 10,000. I don't care. I really don't care. You know what? We'll sit out. You know, it was worth the wait. You know, normally I just run people over, because that's what this deck does. You know, it's very hard to keep this card in this deck all, like, you know, it's hard to keep the reins in sometimes. You know, this deck just wants to go off and destroy people. But sometimes you're going to hold back the reins, and then beautiful things happen. A little beautiful flower showed up, and you know what? We're going to step on that flower in a minute, as soon as he's done, like, attempting to make this thing huge. He's got time to make it huge. But we'll see. Yeah, because, like, it doesn't matter what he does. I mean, he can summon back the things. I don't really care. This thing is like 9,000. Insert Dragon Ball Z memes here. It don't matter. He's got a 9,000 point monster. Big whoop. Big whoop. I don't care. Beals, though, that's pretty nice. You know, it's something Skull Servants will play a lot of, but it's still a nice card to see. It's a nice card to see every once in a while. What are you doing? BLS. Interesting. Okay. Interesting indeed. Okay, so the king will attack, and the king will stab himself in his own arse. So that'll be game right there. As you can see, my opponent takes all of the damage, and that's what we like to see. So let's go ahead for the end screen. We've seen most of what this deck can do. There's so many different combos it can do. We could be here all day. This ought to be good. Let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, the Ultimate Mind Games deck of 2022. Of course it went 4 wins. I don't even know why I had to explain that it got so many wins that Exodia somehow jumped into my hand. I still don't know how it did that. I checked the deck after that duel. Exodia's head was not in my deck. I don't know where it came from. So, that happened somehow. Other than that, the deck does exactly what I want it to do. It does everything. There's literally nothing this deck can't do. It has so many different options, so many different techs. Hayabusa, you got the Urador of Fate. I might do this combo again in the future. Who knows? This is just such a really powerful combo. That's how good it is. So, I hope everybody at home enjoyed this deck today. Make sure you hit the like button, and you damn well better subscribe, because if you don't, I'll cut your hand off, and that's what's going to happen to you. So, your boy, the Memphis Accelerate. We'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow with Gladiator Beasts, and we'll be having ourselves a good time with that. So until then, your boy signing out. I'll see you next time.